Good morning. Welcome back into Wake Up America. I'm Rob Finnerty. We are continuing our coverage of the war in Ukraine as we await President Biden's first State of the Union address. You can watch our coverage starting at 8 p.m. Eastern here on Newsmax tonight. Joining us now for more is Tennessee Senator Marsha Blackburn. Senator, good morning. Great to have you on.
It's good to be with you. Thank you.
Senator, before we begin, this is all coming on the heels, day 6 of the fighting in Ukraine today, on the heels of Joe Biden's first State of the Union address tonight. I'm sure this speech has been written and rewritten multiple times over the last several days, but I want to get your opinion on how he has handled this crisis, this latest crisis so far.
He has been very slow to come at Vladimir Putin, and it has been really frustrating to many of us. Last fall, I wrote saying now's the time for sanctions, for selling lethal aid to Ukraine so that you have it in the country and they can defend themselves. Now is the time for a coordinated message between the U.S., our allies, and NATO. And he chose not to do any of that. He could have done this even in January. He could have done it 3 weeks ago.
Right.
Rob, it would have made a difference, but he is completely reacting, and the world is watching. The Chinese Communist Party is watching. Our allies are frustrated with us. And Vladimir Zelensky is someone who has established himself as one of the leaders in fighting for freedom.
Yeah, I think that he has really touched so many people in free countries, freedom-loving countries, democracies all over the world with his actions over the last couple of weeks and really the last 6 days. This is somebody who's 44 years old. He's a father of 2 young kids. This morning he addressed the EU. I'm showing video of that right now. He got a standing ovation. Everybody in the EU wearing the Ukrainian flag, either draped around their shoulders or Ukrainian flag pins. When it comes to Vladimir Putin, who has been reduced to the status of a common thug on par with the likes of Saddam Hussein, has he gone beyond the point of no return at this point?
I don't know anything about what is happening in his inner circle. I don't think anyone knows what is happening in his inner circle other than knowing some of the oligarchs are turning against him. And what we have to realize, Rob, is basically you've got a big fuel depot, oil and gas. That is what Russia is. And that depot has an army. That is the Russian army.
Right.
And what we have to do is go in. My resolution that would show Senate support for removing Russia from SWIFT, even for their energy. We've made progress with this. I've been advocating for this now for 10 days. And we're making progress on this, getting them out of the SWIFT banking system so that they're not able to process what they're needing with their with their economy, tying down the money of the oligarchs of the country, of Putin, getting sanctions on their reinvestment fund. And those are steps that needed to happen before, when he was threatening, not after the fact. But we've made progress. We're going to introduce that resolution for a vote. We also have introduced our resolution calling on the UN Security Council to remove Russia, calling on the UN to remove them from the Security Council. Those are steps that need to happen because Putin has proven that he is going to commit war crimes. He is carrying out war crimes right now. And what he is doing in Ukraine is fighting not only for the country's survival, but for the survival of the Ukrainian people.
And all of those NATO countries that they border, including Poland to the west and several other countries to the north after you get through Belarus. Senator, we appreciate you joining us this morning. Stand by. I know that you're going to join the hosts of National Report, Emma Reckenberg and Daniel Cohen, in just a moment. We appreciate you being with us here on Wake Up America. That's all the time we have. Great to see you again, Senator. Hopefully Joe Biden rises to the occasion tonight during his first State of the Union address. Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, we're real news for real people.